Hey, let's cover Net Promoter Score. This is a particular type of metric in marketing, which is very popular these days. There are two particular reasons for the popularity of this kind of measure. In the 20th century, the most popular measure was satisfaction. Every company used to measure satisfaction. Still, satisfaction is popular. However, it is replaced by a lot of different new measures. One of them is Net Promoter Score. It's quite alluring because it measures customer behavior, right? Measuring customer behaviors and activity is one of the trends in the 21st century. For example, engagement. It's about behavioral aspect of customers, right? So Net Promoter is in the same trend. It measures customer behavior. The second reason for the popularity is it is a single measure. Companies that want to spend their money and time to measure a lot of different things, right? If they can measure just one thing and be able to gain the results, it's very good, right? So by using one scale, one question, right, they measure Net Promoter Score. So the question is reading like this: how likely are you to recommend a brand to a friend or colleague? It here's like a typical measure of word of mouth recommendation, right? As part of loyalty. Yes, it is, right? So question itself is not so unique. It's one of the typical measures or questions in marketing. However, the scale and the way they calculate the score are very unique. So look at the scale here, right? So we have 11-point measure, which is unusual, right? From 0 to 10, it's 11, right? Anchored by 2, not at all likely, 0, and extremely likely, 10. So respondents will check on one of the points, 11, right? And this particular score is emphasizing or reflecting the respondents' tendency, which is they tend to answer more favorably than their reality. So when you receive a phone call from a telemarketer, right? You may not answer, "It sucks," or I don't like it," right? You may say so, or right? And you may answer more favorably to the person. It's a human nature, right? So we want to reflect that tendency in our analysis. So this is what Net Promoter Score is about. So here, we can categorize the type of answers into 3 different categories, or type of respondents into 3 categories: promoters, passive, detractors. Promoters are the respondents who checked on 9 and 10. They are loyal enthusiasts who will keep buying their products and services, refer others, and create word of mouth. And the respondents who checked on 7 or 8, they are satisfied but not enthusiastic. right? So actually they are neutral. Okay? Neutral is not 5 or 6, but 7 or 8 in this method. And all other, people who checked on a point between 0 and 6, they are detractor. Actually, they are not satisfied at all, right? There are unhappy customers who probably speak negatively about the brand, right? So the score, Net Promoter Score, is calculated by taking the percentage of promoters and subtracting the percentage of detractor. And we don't use passive respondents here, right? Neutral one. We throw out those people, right? And using two different categories, right? So if the promoters are 30% and detractors are 20%, right? Net promoter score is 30% minus 20%, which is 10%. Okay, so 10% is the true variance of promoters. All right, this is it, and I'm going to introduce another type of new measure maybe in the next session. Thank you very much.